why you subscribe.
Welcome to the jungle, baby. And don't forget to subscribe. In the dense jungles of Colombia and Venezuela, lumber workers and travelers speak in hushed tones about La Patasola. According to folklore, she appears as a beautiful woman crying alone in the forest, often calling for help. When a man approaches, she turns away, leading him deeper into the jungle. Only when it's too late does she reveal her true form. A monstrous face with fangs, glowing eyes, and only one leg, ending in a sharp hoof or stump. La Patasola is said to attack unfaithful men, hunters, and those who disrespect nature. Some versions claim she was once a woman, punished for betrayal or forbidden love, cursed to wander forever. Locals believe that if you hear her laughter echo behind you, or if the jungle suddenly goes unnaturally silent, you're already being hunted. Many jungle workers still carry charms and refuse to follow strange voices at night, just in case. In all my years in America, I've never come across this one in the woods. I must have good intentions. In the old stories of the Plains tribes, there's a woman you should never follow at night. They call her Deer Woman. She appears alone on dark trails or near camps, beautiful, calm, and human from a distance. She smiles gently, speaks softly, and draws men close with ease. But she only shows herself to those with cruel intentions, those who take advantage of others, those who believe they can do whatever they want unseen. As she turns to walk away, the truth is revealed. Below her flowing dress are hooves, not feet. Deer hooves striking the ground in silence. If a man follows her after that moment, he's never seen again. Some say she lures them deep into the wilderness and leaves them there. Others say she tramples them underneath those hooves until the forest grows quiet once more. Deer Woman is not a monster, she is a warning, and she still walks the trails, watching who deserves to follow and who deserves to disappear. Am I beautiful? Beautiful is subjective. In Japan, there's a legend parents still whisper to their children, the story of Kuchisaki Onna, the slit-mouthed woman. She is said to appear at night wearing a surgical mask, stopping people on empty streets and asking a simple question, am I beautiful? If you say no, she kills you on the spot. If you say yes, she removes her mask, revealing a mouth sliced ear to ear, and asks again. Witnesses claim no answer saves you. She moves unnaturally fast, sometimes vanishing entirely. In the late 1970s, fear of the Kuchisaki Onna became so widespread in Japan that schools released children early, and police patrols were increased after multiple reports of masked women frightening pedestrians. Some believe the legend began with a woman murdered in a jealous rage. Others say she's a spirit born from social fear. To this day, some still swear she's out there, asking the question. On lonely roads in France, travelers whisper about La Dame Blanche, the White Lady. She appears at night, dressed in flowing white, standing silently at the edge of the road, pale, beautiful, and sorrowful. She raises a hand and asks for a ride. Those who stop often say she seems kind, even grateful. She sits quietly, staring straight ahead, her voice barely above a whisper. But as the carriage rolls or the car speeds on, she begins to change. Her face turns hollow, her eyes darken. Some say her neck twists at an impossible angle. Others claim her feet never touch the floor. Moments later, she screams. Boo! It might sound like that, you don't know. Many drivers crash in terror. Survivors swear she vanishes just before impact, leaving only cold air and the smell of damp earth. They say La Dame Blanche is the spirit of betrayed women, cursed to wander forever, warning some and condemning others. If you see a woman in white on a French road at night, don't stop. My only real question is, if you're single, does she still try to lure you away? In Venezuela, she's known as La Sayona, the woman in white whose beauty hides a horrifying secret. According to legend, she was once a woman named Casilda, loved for her grace and devotion. But when a jealous villager told her her husband was unfaithful with her own mother, she was driven into a blind rage. In her fury, Casilda destroyed her family's home and ended those she believed betrayed her. As her dying mother cursed her, Casilda became something else entirely, a wandering spirit doomed to avenge every act of infidelity. Now Lesotho appears along lonely roads and jungle paths and near bars. She often shows herself first as a stunning woman in a long white dress, luring unsuspecting, unfaithful men with a soft voice or a simple request like a cigarette or a rag. But when her victim looks closer, her beauty dissolves, revealing a skull face with terrible teeth, a visage that freezes the soul. When she says, "Oh, you can't tell how I'm feeling by my facial expression?" No! In Japanese folklore, the Noparabo is a shape-shifting spirit known for its most terrifying feature, a face with no face at all. By day, it appears completely human, blending into crowds, walking roads, or standing alone at night like everyone else. It may speak politely, cry softly, or ask you for help, but when the moment is right, the Noparabo turns towards its victims and wipes away its features, revealing a smooth, blank face where eyes, nose, and mouth should be. Witnesses say the shock is paralyzing. The creature rarely attacks. Instead, it feeds on fear, leaving people frozen, screaming, or running blindly in the dark. Legends often place Noparabo near quiet roads, graveyards, or lantern-lit paths, places where loneliness makes the mind vulnerable. Some stories claim it disguises itself as someone you trust, waiting until you feel safe. The true horror of the Noparabo is the realization that the face you were looking at was never even real. If anything came crawling at me like this one, I'm going to have a heart attack. In Japanese urban legend, there's a terrifying creature known as Teke Teke. The story says she was once a young woman who fell onto a train track and was cut in half by an oncoming train. Her upper body survived only moments, filled with pain and rage. After death, her spirit returned, missing the lower half of her body. Now Teke Teke is said to move by dragging herself with her arms at terrifying speed. As she chases her victim, she makes a distinct sound against the pavement. Tick, tick. I'm guessing that's the sound. Like a fast dragging and scraping of her spine on the pavement. Ooh. Those who see her report a pale face, long black hair, and glowing eyes. If she catches you, legend says she will cut you in half, leaving her victims just like she was. The legend spread among school children as a warning. Don't walk alone at night. And if you hear the sound, don't turn around. And when you cross the tracks, don't fall down. Well, this one will prove that some folklore is way creepier than others. In the Philippines, especially in quiet rural provinces, lurks one of the most feared shapeshifters in Southeast Asian folklore, the aswang. During the day, the aswang looks completely normal, like another human, talks, smiles, goes to work. But at night, the aswang changes. Oh, wow. Some versions say its body splits at the waist. The lower half stays hidden while the upper torso grows bat wings and flies into the darkness, searching for prey. And its main target is pregnant women. It slips its long, thin tongue through windows or roof cracks in order to drain the life of the unborn. The people describe a strange trick. The aswang's wings flaps sound louder the farther away it is. The quieter it gets, the closer it's become. A way to trick you into not running. So if you're planning a trip to the Philippines, don't go out at night. I first heard about this creature in the early 90s reading one of these books. Just recently finding out it's based on real folklore. So here it is. In Scottish folklore, the Bean Nye is a haunting spirit said to appear along rivers and lonely streams. She is described as a small, sad woman washing blood-stained clothes in cold water. These garments belong to people who are about to die. Seeing her is believed to be an omen. Death is near, and it cannot be stopped. Legends say the Bean Nye is a ghost of a woman who died while being born, cursed to wash the clothes of the dead until the day she herself would have died naturally. Her appearance is tragic rather than violent, marked by grief, endless labor, and quiet despair. Legend says if you ask her 3 questions, she asks you 3 questions. If you answer truthfully, you pass and you may live. Those who fail are said to see her again, just before their final day. In the folklore of India, there's a terrifying female spirit known as the Bhutni. A Bhutni is believed to be a ghost of a woman who died violently, often through betrayal, injustice, or self-deletion. Unlike peaceful spirits, she is said to remain trapped between worlds, roaming crossroads, graveyards, and lonely roads after sunset. Witnesses describe the Bhutni as appearing first as a beautiful woman, luring travelers with kindness or fear, but when approached, her true form is revealed. But she looks so pretty and sweet and... Oh my God, kill it with fire! Twisted limbs, glowing eyes, and feet turned backwards, a sign of her unnatural state. The Bhootani is blamed for sudden illness, madness, and unexplained deaths, especially among those who travel alone at night. In some regions, people still avoid certain trees and crossroads, believing she waits silently in the dark. Whether seen as a warning or a curse, the legend of the Bhootani remains deeply rooted in fear, and in the places no one should walk alone. Still kind of pretty. Come to Meg. I think Meg from legend was actually based on this creature. Tell me what you think. In English folklore, especially in the countryside of Leicestershire, there's a creature known as Black Annis. She is described as a blue-black-faced hag with iron claws, long tangled hair, and glowing eyes. Black Annis was said to live inside an ancient oak tree or a dark hillside cave where she waited for children who wandered too far from home. According to legend, she would snatch her victims, devour them, and then use their skin to wear as clothing. Parents once used the story of Black Annis to keep children from staying out after dark, warning them that she watched from the woods at dusk. Some scholars believe Black Annis may be a remnant of an older pagan goddess worship, later twisted into a monster by fear and Christian influence. Even today, certain trees and caves in England still carry her name, and locals say they're best avoided when the sun goes down. Don't forget to subscribe. Have you ever waken in the middle of the night with a crushing weight on your chest and feeling paralyzed? She did it. In Scandinavian folklore, there's a dark presence known as the Mora, a spirit blamed for some of humanity's most terrifying nights. The Mora is said to appear while people sleep, sitting on the chest of its victims and stealing their breath. Those who encounter it wake unable to move, feeling crushing weight, panic, and the sense that something is watching them. Legends describe the Mora as a shadowy female figure, sometimes human, sometimes monstrous, able to slip through keyholes or cracks in the walls. In some stories, she rides people like a horse through their dreams, leaving them exhausted and ill by morning. The Mora is believed to be the origin of the word nightmare, a reminder that these experiences were once thought to be supernatural attacks, not dreams. And I believe the Mora still exists today, in the form of night terrors and sleep paralysis. In the frozen mountains of Japan, there's a spirit born from snow and silence. She is known as Yuki Onna, the Snow Woman. Travelers describe her as tall and unnaturally pale, with long black hair and eyes as cold as winter itself. She appears during blizzards, drifting across the snow without leaving any footprints. At first, she looks gentle, almost human, but her breath is deathly cold. Those who meet Yuki Onna say she speaks softly, luring the lost and exhausted to follow her deep into the storm. With a single breath, she can freeze a person solid, leaving their body standing like a statue of ice. Some legends say she drains their life force with a kiss, while others claim she vanishes as soon as the sun rises. In rare stories, Yuki Onna spares a traveler out of pity or love, but only on one condition: they must never speak of her again. Those who break that promise are found frozen in their homes long after the winter has ended. So when the wind howls through the snow and you hear a soft voice calling your name, go for it. She's totally cute. Screaming like banshees. In Irish folklore, the banshee is a ghostly woman whose cry is said to foretell death. Her name comes from the Gaelic Bean Sai, meaning women of the fairy mound. She does not kill, she warns. Those who hear her describe a sound unlike anything else, a chilling wail that shifts between sobbing, shrieking, and keening, carried on the wind through the night. The cry is said to come just before a death in certain Irish families, passed down through generations. The banshee's appearance changes with the tale. Sometimes she is seen as a pale young woman with long silver hair. Other times as an old crone with hollow eyes and a cloak as dark as night. Often she is spotted near rivers, forests, or outside a family home, combing her hair as she waits. To encounter a banshee is not a curse, but it is never good news. Her mournful cry is a reminder that death walks close, unseen, and inevitable. Screaming like banshees. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit like and maybe leave a comment down below. If you want to hear more, subscribe and hit the bell icon so you get notified of all new videos from Real Rockford Files.